So it's Thursday, day 4 of the yoga teacher training in the second week. And I do really feel a bit tired by now in my body. But I just have to keep on going. So, yeah, I'm not really talking that much about the asana classes, as you can tell. Because then I would have to show it all to you, and yeah, it's so many little details that we learn, like how to align the body properly, etc. So that's why I rather talk about the other classes, the more theoretical classes. So in philosophy, we talked about the 3 other niyamas, these rules or guidelines for personal discipline. The third one, so you remember the first 2 were purity and contentment. And now the third one is called tapas, burning of impurities. And it means that you really burn the impurities of your mind. So for example, say since years you've always had the same thoughts about something that makes you sad, and again and again and again. And the idea here is, so that's at least the take of this teacher about this, is that you really burn this away so these thoughts are not coming again. And you do that by looking at the cause of why am I having these thoughts all the time. Sitting with it, observing it, meditating with it. So that you really burn it, so to speak. Then the fourth niyama is Svādhyāya, self-study. So I understand it, the way he explained it is that you study yourself. So you observe yourself in all kinds of situations. You don't try to influence it necessarily. So for example, he talked about a professor who wanted to stop smoking, and the way he as a yoga teacher helped him was by letting him smoke a cigarette really mindfully. So he didn't say don't smoke anymore, but he said smoke and really experience, really observe what happens. And you know, he was smoking it very slowly and first looking at the package for very long and feeling the cigarette and then inhaling it really deeply, tasting it. And actually apparently the professor stopped afterwards. And it was just because he observed himself while he was smoking, and he observed why he was doing it and what was happening there. And then the fifth niyama is called Īśvarapraṇidhāna, I think. Self-surrendering. It means that you really surrender yourself to the world, or some say to God, but God is seen as something within you. So he said today, recognize the divinity in yourself and then surrender to it. And he said, actually, it doesn't really matter what you surrender to. You could also surrender to your dog or something. It's this act of surrendering which is the magic. Yeah, this like, I give myself away. That's the magic. And something that's happening in love also. When you love someone, you want to just give yourself and your ego dissolves. Yeah, then in anatomy and physiology, we talked again about stress and how chronic stress will make you very sick or will harm you, and talked about different stressors. So the first one is environment, second is food, third is your posture. So we are being told again and again in class that we should always keep our posture right. Yeah, because it's so important for your health. And fourth one is breathing, and not only for your health but also for your mind and for your thinking. Fifth one is thinking. So of course the thoughts that you have will influence how much stress you experience. Another asana class in the afternoon where we did with partners exercises on how to do a warrior pose and pyramid pose, etc. That's good. And no bedtime.